welcome to Healthier Habits. I'm Brian Bessey.
And I'm Sam Gossman.
This is the podcast where we adopt a healthier habit every week and give you all the details.
And for this week's healthier habit, we will be sleeping more just in time for Thanksgiving break.
If you want to join in on the conversation we had last week about internet addiction, you can listen to that last upload on the Branding Iron website or on the YouTube channel. So, Sam, my friend, my pal, my buddy, how did the internet go for you last week? How did, not doing that go?
Well, I still used it, obviously. It's kind of a hard thing to break.
What the heck, Sam?
Not
we
all the
had
time.
a contract.
No.
We even said in the contract we were going to not.
Yeah, not all the time,
crazy.
but
yeah.
I didn't use it at work, and I didn't use it at night before I went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to not use it all the rest of the times, but, college.
Yeah, no, exactly,
but
exactly.
I think it went all right. I certainly felt better at night, I think, before I went to bed, and I got to sleep faster, which is cool. At work, I got bored, obviously, but I did take a book with me, and I read, and
that's good.
It did make work last longer in my mind.
Yeah. Ever since we did the Reading More podcast, I've been doing reading books before class instead of Reddit.
Yeah.
And I think that works better for me personally.
Totally. But other than that, I have a story. So yesterday, actually, it was yesterday, my phone randomly started not working anyway.
Shoot.
So it was constantly pressing the home button, even though I wasn't pressing it. And so I couldn't open anything. I could barely even turn it off.
Are you sure you didn't get just a random upgrade? Because I think not the new iPhones, but iPhone 8, I think, it doesn't have a click down. It's
I don't know what happened. Well, I updated it 3 days ago.
See, that's what happened. You
3
got
days
an iPhone
ago.
8.
No.
Yeah, you just got an iPhone 8 all of a sudden.
I guess so, but anyway, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I have to get a new phone or something, and blah, which I wasn't super complaining about because my battery is hella degraded.
Right, you just went from 67% to 27, right, or something like that?
Luckily, I'm still on 27, though, so I can read what I need to read.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went to Walmart because I was thinking maybe I should just get a track phone.
Yeah.
Because I have to drive home tomorrow, and what if something bad happens? I don't know. So I want to contact people, and it was $40 to get a track phone with 60 minutes.
Wow.
So I didn't do that, and I was also concerned about the fact that I use my phone for alarms to wake myself up in the morning, and so I got one of those sort of old-timey wind-up, silver bells alarm clocks.
I love those alarm clocks. I've never used one, but they look so cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, and then it ended up not even being on anyway. So there was that whole fiasco. But now, when I woke up this morning, my phone was working again. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Good. So in general, did it really change your life?
No, I don't think it really changed my life.
My pros and cons are very much not the same. My phone's working well because I have a great phone. But I will say I'm addicted to the internet, straight up. Just straight up addicted. I can't go without a day without looking at YouTube, and I did not do this week very well. I'll be honest. I have 3 bullet points here on my Google Doc. It says, I'm addicted to the internet. That's one of them. Number 2 is I love YouTube and have since I was 10. And number 3, in moderation, everything is okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It just sometimes I really need it, It's just like when we were referring to, the fasting episode, when I was talking about how, cereal is, my comfort food, It's my depression, I shouldn't say depression. It is my sadness when I'm sad, right, about things. I'll eat cereal. If I'm happy, I'll eat cereal. If I'm not hungry, I'll eat cereal. If I'm hungry, I'll eat cereal. It just happens that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like the internet for me. YouTube specifically, and podcasts and everything like that. I'm very addicted. It's good that I was able to think that, and honestly, I'm making sure that I question myself in regards to how much time I spend, doing all this, social media, Reddit stuff. We usually don't do, social media things, right, Sam?
Yeah.
You don't post that often. I don't post that often either.
No, I only post probably every 3 weeks, maybe less. Just cool pictures I take.
I don't even go on Instagram and like things. I just don't care. honestly. The only reason why I even have Instagram is A, for this job, and B, because we message on Instagram all the time.
True.
And just send each other memes.
Yeah,
and stuff.
that's me with Facebook. All I use is the Messenger.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
remember the last time I scrolled through Facebook. I do scroll through Instagram though.
Yeah,
because I like pictures.
See, I scroll through Reddit.
Yeah.
That they're similar. We're just on the search for memes. But yeah, just make sure you think about how much time you're really spending on that kind of stuff.
Totally.
And if you want to know more about our conversation we had last time, that was the last upload last week. We uploaded that on last Tuesday. And Sam and I just had a conversation about the internet. It was really just me. I just kept on ranting about like the future.
Yeah.
But if you would enjoy that, it's a little unconventional for the podcast. But if you want to try that out, it is there on the Branding Iron website and on the YouTube
channel.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on. Sam!
Wow.
This upload isn't about internet addiction, is it? Nah, this upload is about sleeping more, which I know I will be doing a lot more for the following week, and maybe even more? What? That's an awful line. I'm sorry for that. Basically, I'm going to be sleeping a lot more with Thanksgiving break, and honestly,
yeah.
I've already been sleeping a lot more. Mm-hmm. But before we get into the facts about slumber, we must first play the fantastical and downright prodigious game. Hashtag. Quote, who said that? Unquote. This is the game where I tell my co-host, in this case, Sam, the Goss Cannon, Goss Man, a quote, and they have to guess who said it. And if Sam wins, she will receive a live turkey. We have on set a live turkey, Sam.
Where is that?
You'll see once you win.
Is it
All
under
right.
that folded up that
green mat, the green screen that's destroyed.
It's destroyed?
I mean, it's ruffled up. Yes, it is.
Oh.
Well, get ready, Sam. Are you ready to rumble, Sam?
I'm ready to rumble.
All right. Well, we have the first quote. Hashtag. Quote. There is a time for many words, and there is also a time for sleep.
That's from a song. That's from...
It's not from a song.
It's not from a song?
No,
I thought
it's
there
not.
was like, there's a time.
No.
What is that song?
There is a
No.
time.
No, it's like, I know what it is.
We
It's
read it for like last year, a few semesters ago.
Oh, and
In honors
Colloquium?
colloquium, yes. It's a really old book. It's real big.
Is it,
Written by a Simpsons character.
Oh, Homer?
Yeah, exactly. It's in the Odyssey.
The Odyssey, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So, yeah, Homer said, quote, there is a time for many words, and there's also a time for sleep.
I was going to guess. I was going to guess Gilgamesh.
Oh, got ya. Well, we have the second quote. You got one right so far. So, quote, it is a common experience that a problem difficult at night is resolved in the morning after the committee of sleep has worked on it.
The Committee of Sleep.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's an author, obviously.
Obviously. Is it in a book?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he was just quoted saying this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Committee of Sleep. That sounds like something like... Is it a young adult author?
No. And I'm not sure if he's still alive. He wrote some really classic novels, like The Grapes of Wrath.
Oh, I haven't read that one, actually.
Me neither, but Of Mice and Men is another.
I didn't read that in high school.
What? You need to read that book. It's so good.
Maybe, yeah, I guess in the AP, they didn't have it in the curriculum. I can't say it.
The curb
Anyway.
stomping, yeah.
But, yeah, anything else you know that he wrote?
I don't know. I'm going to give you 3 more seconds, Sam. 3, 2, 1.
Raymond. I don't know. Wait, really?
Ding, ding, ding. No, you didn't get it. John Steinbeck.
I would not have gotten
Or
that.
Steinbeck. Steinbeck said, quote, it is a common experience that a problem difficult at night is resolved in the morning after the committee of sleep has worked on it. Again, I really like that quote. And the third quote, I'm dreaming in the morning. I'm dreaming all through the day. And when I'm dreaming, and when I'm dreaming.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Hold on.
What?
Quick side. Have you seen that video with the dog and it's going back and forth with that little mini dog that repeats it, and it's like.
I don't think so.
It's so adorable. Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about, you'll know.
Okay. Well, Okay. And when I'm dreaming, I know that it's all right. Woohoo! Oh, I'm dreaming in the evening, dreaming all through the day, and when I'm dreaming, I know that it's okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
This is a quote from Rivers Cuomo in the song Dreamin' on the Red album.
By what band?
By Weezer. Didn't I already say that?
No, you said Rivers.
Oh.
But still, ding, you got it, Sam. Woo! Woo! Should I add some fake applause in here?
Yeah.
Not.
That was very real.
Yeah. No, I'm going to put some extra in there. Yeah, good job, Sam. You got 2 out of 3. And that means you get this live turkey. Here you go.
Well, thank you, I guess. This is a wonderful, wonderful prize, and I will cherish it my entire life.
You're welcome, Sam. All right, well, let's move on to the next part of the podcast. And the next part is all about the facts. So I'll read this first part, and Sam and I are going to go alternating with, actually, it's only one article. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's because this article was so good that I was like, why should I go anywhere? It was a .gov. Or no, sorry. It was a .org. But still, I was like, wow, there's a lot of information. So we're going to go back and forth. So an article on the healthfinder.org website lays down these basics. So you and I and everyone listening to this podcast needs to sleep about 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night on a regular basis. They emphasize regular basis. But if you happen to have children, or you happen to be in fact a child, you need school-age children need 9 to 12 hours of sleep every night, and teenagers need about 8 to 10 hours of sleep every single night.
Damn, I'm still technically. I can't say damn. Dang.
You can say damn.
I can say damn?
You're fine, yeah.
Okay, I thought there was no swear words.
Damn's not a swear word.
Okay. Anyway, I am still technically a teenager, so I need to get those 8 to 10.
Only for a little bit, right? Only for like
only
4
for
months.
5.
5 months. Half a year. 3 years.
Anyway, so the Health Finder article continues with the health benefits. So if you sleep more, you're going to get sick less often. And that might not always be the case, because for me, when I lived in the dorms, I slept quite a bit, but I still got sick quite a lot because of all the people. But anyway, it can also help you sustain a healthy weight. It can lower your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease. It can reduce your stress and improve your mood. And as always, that's always something us college students want to improve.
Yes, the mood part specifically.
Yeah, and it can help you think more clearly and do better in school and at work. Yes, if you're not tired, you're going to do better.
I just did like the explosion thing for you audio listeners.
Yeah, so it can help you get along better with people. If you're not tired, you're going to hate people less.
Right.
And so obviously can help you make good decisions and avoid injuries. For example, sleepy drivers cause thousands of car accidents every year.
Those seem like some pretty good health benefits to me. But if you're having troubles sleeping, getting all those great benefits, the reasons could be, the website states here, so stress or anxiety, pain, certain health conditions like heartburn or asthma, some medicines, caffeine, usually from coffee, tea, or soda, alcohol or other drugs, untreated sleep disorders like sleep apnea, sleep apnea or insomnia are some other things that could be causing you to not have those great health benefits.
Especially in college students, as we are the most afflicted people on this globe. Just kidding. That's obviously not the truth.
Wow.
It was sarcasm. It was sarcasm.
Good
I
job.
promise you. But if you're having those problems, things you could possibly change to get better sleep are you can change what you do during the day. For example, you can get your physical activity in the morning instead of at night.
All right.
So you have to sacrifice some sleep to get more sleep, I guess.
Well, I mean, just chill out during the night. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, most people do it anyway, I'm guessing. But yeah, just chill out. Chill out.
Yeah. Anyway, you can also create a comfortable sleep environment. Wow. Mind blowing.
Does the bedroom have to be dark and quiet too?
Groundbreaking. Yeah. Dark, quiet bedroom.
Okay.
All right. And the last thing that we have listed here is that you can set a bedtime routine and go to bed at the same time every night.
And for more sleeping habits, you can go to bed at the same time every night.
We just said that.
Well, I think they're wanting to push it in. And so are we, Sam. We meant to do that.
Oh.
So, yeah, go to bed at the same time every night. Get the same amount of sleep every single night. You know, that 7 to 8 hours. Is that what you said? Yes, 7 to 8 hours. And honestly, during this Thanksgiving break, just chill out and get, some sleep going on. Avoid eating, talking on the phone, or reading in bed.
That's like 3 of the things I do often in bed.
I disagree with the reading in bed. Reading gets me tired. Like,
Yeah.
what? I mean, unless you're on, like, your Kindle and you're destroying your eyes.
Yeah.
But, like, what? No. Okay, but anyway, and then the last thing here, avoid using computers or smartphones, watching TV, or playing video games at bedtime. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. No. I just got
guess
Red
we'll
Dead
have to.
Redemption, so I'm like, nah, I'm going to stay up all night. But so we're going to get down to the plan. Here's the plan for Sam and I, and for you, because you need to join in on this too, is it's Thanksgiving break. It is Thanksgiving break at the time of this recording, and I mean, this is the one that's going to be out for this week. Just sleep, we're going to sleep real hard, and I think you should too. All right, well, let's move on to the last segment, the very last one
The final one.
on this podcast. I forgot what it was called. So if you want to know more about sleeping, you can look in the descriptions down below, and they will be there just chilling. But Sam, let's get on with it. Our last segment of the podcast is things I found on the internet. And this week's edition is all about the odd stories I found on the internet about sleeping.
Wow, what a shocker.
Whoa. So we have number one. Number one is this BBC article that tells these weird stories of people, of like what they've done in their sleep, right? And one of these really caught my eye. So this is like a person who like sleepwalks or whatever. Like that's what you expected someone to be like, oh, I sleptwalk and went outside.
What
I don't know.
was that accent?
It wasn't an accent. It was a grown woman, Sam. A grown old woman. Anyway, so Nicola Colingi, I think is her name. She's from Wales. This is her quote of describing her sleeping actions. I don't know. Is, I have been known to cook a quiche from scratch and strip a chicken down to its bones in my sleep. Waking up to empty loaf bags and chocolate wrappers is also quite common.
She just ate an entire loaf of bread?
Apparently. I also like to go walking around my house and garden while talking about all the things I'm seeing as I'm dreaming. I thought I was crazy until my partner regaled me with my nocturnal tales.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that first bit. I haven't been known to cook a whole quiche from scratch. Like, what?
That's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
I wish I could, I wouldn't say
Wish you could do like schoolwork, like as you're sleeping?
I would say I wish that I could sleepwalk, but I think it would be more of a burden than a blessing.
My dad tells me of times when he slept walk before, and it doesn't sound fun, especially when you're at a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Alone. But yeah, so that was the first thing there. Another article I found told stories about people talking in their sleep, and a lot of these were really freaky. And honestly, so we have the sources, right? And if you want to go down the sources again, like we say a million times, we have them down there. But one of the first stories was really scary and really good, honestly. But it dealt with some more explicit sexual content. And I was like, it's such a part of the story that I didn't want to take it out or anything like that.
Yeah.
But The second best one was this. This is the person who, quote, right? One of my mates has night terrors. One time we were crashing on some couches and I was just dozing off and he sits straight up and says, "There are strangers in the corners," and just lies back down slowly.
Lovely.
That is terrifying. Just
yeah.
Well, I'm not screaming.
I wonder how he said it.
He probably said it like, "There are strangers in the corners."
Do you think he had that low of a voice?
"There are strangers in the corners." That's probably. What? There are strangers in the corners.
I don't.
Sound like a grown old woman.
Oh.
It was a callback to the bad joke before. Well, let's go to number 3 of things I found on the internet. And I found a Huffington Post article about sleep deprivation, and in it I found a pretty funny story slash joke thing. So let's see if I can get this right. In the middle of the night, George was pacing back and forth in his room, unable to sleep. This woke his wife, who asked him why he couldn't sleep. He replied, "You know that $1,000 I borrowed from Bob next door? Well, it's due tomorrow, and I don't have it, and I'm anxious, and I can't sleep." His wife said, "Honey, I have the solution." She opened up the window and yelled to the house next door, "Bob, wake up!" A light went on in the house next door, and Bob stuck out his head out of his window. She continued, "You know that $1,000 my husband owes you? Well, he doesn't have it." Then she closed her window and turned to her husband. "There, now let him pace on the floor and you go to sleep."
All right.
I love that. I was like,
Yeah.
That's a creative solution to that problem.
Totally.
But yeah, so that was things I found on the internet. If you want to know where our sources are, they're down in the description for things I found on the internet and for the information we just gave you earlier about sleeping and health benefits and such, the facts. But Goss Cannon, it's time to end this fantastic upload of Healthier Habits.
If you want more information about how you can sleep better, you can look in the description and read from our sources.
Also comment on this upload and tell us what you want to hear about.
And remember, we are also on social media on Insta, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, the source of your insomnia.
Anyways, check back next week when Brian and I tell you about our experience with sleeping more and introduce the next healthier habit.
Yoga. And as always, be safe and be healthier. Bye.
Goodbye. Gobble gobble. Don't even put that in.